Xavier, University of Louisiana Athletics. Today, with a campus legend, Sister Grace Mary Flickinger. It's being announced this week that Sister Mary is stepping down as Xavier's longtime faculty athletic representative. Sister Grace Mary, why are you stepping down at this time from that position?
Well, don't you think it's time that someone else gets trained in? I've done this since it was either 68 or 69, I forget which one. And Denny Alexander was the coach. And he told me if we were ever going to get a fair shake, I had to get active in the national. And I've been active in the NAIA ever since then, been faculty athletic rep. And I love sports. And I was so thrilled when I came to Xavier, I could actually get to ball games. I would be over in the barn. I grew up loving sports. And so I just enjoy what I do. And besides, I've seen so many places, some very schools that consider themselves very high tone, where their athletes major in things like general studies, so they're not prepared for anything. But all Xavier athletes have real majors. And among our athletes, we have doctors, we have dentists, we have lawyers, we have people who own their own businesses, we have physicists who work at the patent office. We have all kinds of successful young men and women because they have real majors and they are reminded on a regular basis that they came here to get degrees.
Now, Sister, I know you're going to be pointing out to a lot of people that this is not a retirement for you. You're still going to remain on the biology faculty, correct?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, I know your teaching career has lasted nearly 60 years, and you've been on the Xavier faculty for nearly 50 years. A lot of teachers don't work that long. What do you think has kept you going and has kept you interested in teaching?
I love what I do. I love the students. I laugh because when I first realized I was going to become a nun, I cried because I did not want to teach school. And I have cried for every place I left. And I was scared to come to Xavier because I didn't know how I would teach all these smart college kids. But guess what? I haven't had a problem with them. And when the day comes to leave this school after all these years here, I tell people the flood of Katrina will be nothing compared to the flood caused by my tears. I love Xavier. I love its students. I love everything about it.
Let's talk about your role as faculty athletic representative. What do you do in the position, and how did you become Xavier's FAR?
Okay, the NAIA that Xavier's a member of said that there should be that position on every campus that had sports. And since I was a big sports fan, I was named the faculty athletic rep. And it was either 68 or 69. And Denny Alexander wanted me to go to the national convention of the NAIA because it was an integrated conference back then. And he wanted me to get active in the national because he thought it would help Xavier a lot. And that was the year that they started the councils in the NAIA, Council of Faculty Athletics, of ADs, etc. And so we got into this room, we had to elect representatives from every area, and nobody knew anybody, so it was very easy for our area for a man to say, I nominate Sister. You didn't need to know my name. So I was on the first Council of Faculty Athletic Reps. I don't remember if that was the year I chaired it or what, but I was on it for a couple different terms. And I got active because the NAIA also believes in the academics of the athletes. And they have academic requirements for young men and women to continue playing. And I respect that.
Now, your successor as FAR will be Dr. Elliot Hammer from the psychology department. He'll be coming aboard in the spring semester. Do you have any thoughts on your successor, Dr. Hammer, and any advice you plan to share with him about the position?
Well, Dr. Hammer, I know, likes athletics. I've seen him at a number of games. He has a very nice personality, and I'm sure he's going to do well. I hope to be able to meet with him and help him with the eligibility reports because I do all of those. And it's not just shooting numbers in. You have to know what numbers count, what ones don't, etc. But I intend to work with him and give him help. But it's a good job. It takes a lot of work and a lot of time. But at the same time, the rewards are far more important and better than any work you put into it.
You've been at Xavier so long, nearly 50 years. This may be a difficult question for you, but do you have any favorite memories of Xavier Athletics?
I've had so many good ones that I wouldn't know what to say was my favorite ones. I love it when I see them celebrating a victory. I love it when I see the young men and women out there playing hard. I loved when we started. I'm learning the rules of tennis. I don't know them yet, but Coach is helping me with that. And I go, and we have our own tennis courts now. I got to a cross-country meet when somebody drove. I don't drive, but I got to one, I think it was last year or the year before, because I went with someone who was going. I just love to see the young men and women working hard and competing hard and making me very proud of the way they represent Xavier.
Well, Sister Grace Mary Flickinger, you've been a blessing to Xavier for a long time. Thank you very much for your time, for granting us this time to interview you today, and best wishes to you as you continue to teach biology at Xavier.
Thank you very much. But I must tell you, the pleasure and the blessing has all been mine being here at Xavier. But thank you very much.